All right, so when you learn to ride a bicycle, you have to learn to balance, and you have to learn to pedal, and you have to learn to steer. You're learning three things at one time. Your body is learning how to maneuver through that process. You then start learning how to do jumps and skids and bunny hops and stuff like that. And you're still having to pedal, you're still having to balance, and you're still having to steer. You're always practicing, whether it's intentional or not, those three basic things. There are different stickings that you can do on the drums. All drumming is made out of single stroke rolls and double stroke rolls. That's one stroke, two strokes with one hand. Practice rudiments. Sit down and practice them. Don't worry about going super fast. Set a medium, mild tempo. Practice getting your rudiments solid. It's going to be a quarter note pattern. Crashing with our right hand, our left hand, and then a couple of single strokes on the snare. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the basic idea behind it. So if we just speed it up just a little bit, so then following that, so a paradiddle is single, single, double. When you do a single paradiddle, so if you start with your dominant hand, after that paradiddle, the next alternate stroke would be with your non-dominant hand. So let's do that in the context of this groove. What we're doing here is we are starting with our right hand, but also at a slow enough tempo that you can kind of crash on both cymbals with both hands if it's something that you're not normally used to. Also, when you crash on your cymbals for an accent, hit your bass drum. Two rules as far as I like to say. I say either crash with your bass drum and your crash, or crash with your snare drum and your crash. What I'm encouraging you to do in addition to this, okay, and then when you do that paradiddle, when you start with your dominant hand and you come out with your non-dominant hand, that is helping you to learn how to crash with your left hand. Also, when you're doing the left hand lead on the snare drum, that will help you move forward in being able to start rolls. Is we're going to do 2 quarter notes and then 2 eighth notes. You can also do diddles in the place of those 2 eighth notes. So we'll do the 2 crashes and then we'll do a diddle. That will force you to start again with your other hand. Here's an example of that. Let's see, what else are we doing here? I think that's really about it. You want to get your bass drum foot synced up really nicely with those crash hits on each hand. So what we're learning here is that after every hit on the cymbals, you can orchestrate those other 2 hits anywhere else on the drums, right? definitely encourage you. Try it. Easy stuff, helps move the ball forward.
And when we're playing games in sports, the ball tends to like go forward as part of the game.
I'm not gonna do that. So with this exercise, I hope that it can help you get more comfortable starting with crash cymbals on your left and your right hands. Also adding some snare hits and some sticking in there as well. Practice, practice, practice. Single stroke, double stroke, paradiddle, paradiddle. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and practice, 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 practice. Remember, you have to pedal the bicycle or you're just gonna fall over. This is Otto from Brandon's Drum Shop. See you guys.